Good morning, everybody. It is June 22nd, 2023, Thursday. It is 12:09 in the morning. Okay. This section in the Feeling Good Handbook is called Stress, and it is part 5. Okay. Harry is a successful attorney who feels tense the moment he walks into his office each morning. He can't seem to relax or enjoy his work. The following negative thoughts flood his mind when he sits down at his desk. Cover up the right-hand column and see if you can identify the distortions in them, using the list on pages 8 through 11 as your guide. Okay. 1. Negative thought. This is awful. Just think of everything I have to do. I just have too much work. 2. There's always so much work left at the end of the day. 3. I'll never catch up. 4. I'll make a mistake or forget to do something important. 5. What if I lose this case? 6. My client will be teed off at me if I lose. 7. Then I won't get any new cases. Then I'll lose money and end up destitute. 8. Okay. Okay, so I'm going to go back and read the distortions for those this time. Okay, this is an example. 1, this is an example of all or nothing thinking because Harry's dwelling on everything he has to do rather than the specific things he has to do this morning. You could also call this magnification. 2. The second negative thought is the mental filter. Since Harry thinks about all the things he hasn't done and overlooks the many things he has done, this is an example of all or nothing thinking. Harry is actually on schedule in his preparation for the majority of his cases. A busy and successful attorney is not supposed to be completely caught up. The reason he has so much work is that he has a prosperous practice with a constant flow of new clients. It's actually good that he's never completely caught up. 4. This is an example of fortune telling because he's telling himself that he's going to foul up. He'd feel better if he told himself that he was doing well and was going to have a productive day. This is another 5. This is another example of fortune telling. Every lawyer wins some trials and loses others. But Harry's track record has been excellent since he has prepared a strong case for this particular client. It would be more realistic to tell himself that the odds are in his favor and that things will probably turn out well. Oh, sorry about that. I'm a little tired. 6. This involves mind reading and fortune telling. Harry's assuming that he will lose and that if he does, his client will be dissatisfied. The majority of Harry's clients have told him that they were pleased with his work. Harry told me that when he lost his clients have usually been even more appreciative because they recognized that Harry did the best possible job in a difficult situation. Sorry again. This thought is an extreme example of fortune telling. In fact, Harry's had so many referrals recently that he can hardly keep up. 8. I'm sure it's obvious to you that this is one more example of fortune telling. Harry's income has been growing substantially. He will continue to enjoy a comfortable standard of living, and he will not end up in the poorhouse. Okay. So it says, see if you can think of a time when you felt stressed. You may have been pressured by your boss about a deadline at work, or overwhelmed by all your commitments to your family, your church, or your friends. Describe that stressful situation here. And then you can write it down here. Now I'd like you to tell me what kinds of negative feelings you had when you felt stressed. Simply check yes or no for each of the following. Sad or depressed. 2. Nervous, panicky, worried, anxious, or fearful. 3. Annoyed, irritable, resentful, or angry. 4. Frustrated. 5. Pressured, tense, or stressed. 6. Guilty or ashamed. 7. Hopeless or discouraged. 8. Inadequate or inferior. 9. Exhausted, tired, drained, or overwhelmed. 10. Bored, unmotivated, or uninterested. 11. Lonely, unloved, or alone. 12. Other. Describe any additional emotions. Okay, and there's the chart for that. Right, now write down several of your negative thoughts in the left-hand column, like the example on pages 8 through 11. Negative thoughts on one side, distortions on the other. Okay. Review table 2 and see if you can identify the distortions at each negative thought. Record the distortions in the right-hand column. Look for fortune telling, I'll never get everything done, all or nothing thinking, I've got to do a perfect job, should statements, I shouldn't make any mistakes, disqualifying the positive, I didn't get anything done today, mind reading, my boss will think this is crummy, magnification, I've got so much work to do. Okay, so that is all for section 5, stress, the self-awareness exercise, and the Feeling Good Handbook. If you like this content, like this video, or comment below. Thank you very much, and thank you for watching.